Now playing on Netflix. If the flood doesn't kill you, what lies beneath will. When a Category 5 hurricane decimates a coastal South Carolina town, the storm surge brings devastation, chaos, and something far more frightening. Hungry Sharks. Thrash is now playing only on Netflix. Thrash is rated R.
Sunday morning. Well, with us today is the borough president of the great borough of Staten Island, Vito Fossella, one common sense guy, one smart guy, and one good friend. Well, Vito, Sunday morning, before you go to church, what do you want to get off your chest?
Well, I learn a lot from you, John. I always learn. You and Margot, dear friends of ours, and couldn't be more blessed to have you two in our lives and your families. So I think it's probably appropriate. You know, a lot of stories have been lately about the first 100 days of how things have been going in the city. And listen, we all want the city to be moving in the right direction. We all want people to do well. But I think things have to change going forward. I hope they do. You know, for example, a couple of snowstorms, granted they were pretty heavy totals, but the response for Staten Island was very, very bad. In some situations, people were stranded for days, couldn't get out of their block. So that needs to get better. You know, the good news is I met this week with the sanitation commissioner and his folks, as well as the Office of Emergency Management, and fortunately they've already taken time to reassess or see what went wrong, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, so that the next weather event or snowstorm or whatever the case may be, they're better prepared to have a better response. So that's a positive. Unfortunately, when the city announced 2K, the brand new 2K program, they totally left Staten Island out, which was not a good really signal to the people of Staten Island, basically saying, you know, almost not part of the city or a second-class citizen, so that needs to change. And finally, we have a big issue with a homeless shelter on the South Shore of Staten Island that nobody wants, that we don't want. And about a year ago, when Mayor Adams was the mayor, and the rumors started to float that there would be a homeless shelter in this area, I called and spoke personally with the mayor, and he looked into it and basically said, you know, Vito, as long as I'm mayor, that's not going to happen. And that's the way it was. But recently, with the new administration, they've resurrected the concept and are moving forward with a homeless shelter, I think, for about 160 men in an area that really is unwarranted and just doesn't belong there. So there are certain things that are happening that are misfires. And we're doing everything we can to try to stop the homeless shelter, for example. That's our goal. That's our mission. That's our job. But things need to get better. I mean, there are a lot of indications out that sort of the city's moving in the wrong direction. And let's get focus back on public safety, economic security, encouraging businesses. I know you talk regularly about how big businesses and others just flee the city. Let's figure out a way to stay here and get new businesses here, to build the tax base, to expand the tax base. And the last thing anybody wants in Staten Island, is to raise property taxes, or frankly, any taxes for that matter. We spend a lot of money on a lot of unnecessary things. So let's get back to basics and common sense, as you always say.
I was on Fox Business the other day, Vito, and I said, well, maybe this is a different kind of situation, because they asked me the same question about the mayor's 100 days. And I said to them that, well, maybe there's a different kind of situation. Maybe we should do the first 150 days because, you know, he's a young gentleman. He's very smart. He's 34 years old. Maybe he needs to learn a little bit more.
I actually agree with you. I don't buy into the whole concept of the first 100 days. That's the equivalent of a photo, right? A snapshot. What matters most, and you know better than anybody because you've built so many successful businesses, that you work hard, and it's the actions that you take, not just words, but the actions, and it's in for the long haul. You judge it not after 100 days, but after a year or two or three even, then you can determine whether this situation is successful or not. So I'm only sort of bringing it up because everybody else is talking about it, but I'm with you. 150 days, 200 days. Just do the job every day. Do it right. Make things better for New York City. Make things better for Staten Island. Don't do us harm. Because if you do, we'll fight back. But if you want to do good, you'll have a true champion in putting Staten Island first, frankly.
Well, I agree with you 100%. What else you want to tell people? I mean, there's so many things to talk about. Give me one more item.
There's a lot of uncertainty in this world. I praise President Trump for trying to bring peace to the Middle East and basically right a ship that's been wrong for almost 50 years. And God bless our troops that are trying to stabilize and bring about peace. So our thoughts and prayers are with them on this day and every day, frankly. But let's get back to working together to get this country moving. There's so much partisanship, so many people who want to undo what the president is trying to do, and getting our economy back and strong and getting interest rates down and keeping inflation low, so that the good people of Staten Island, the hardworking, don't have to pay more in taxes. They're already sucked enough out of them. Let's get this country, keep it strong, keep it free, and bring businesses, as many as possible, back to New York City and get this place going in a strong and great way.
Vito Fossella, Borough President of the Staten Island, great state, not a state yet, great borough of Staten Island. Thank you so much for coming on this Sunday morning, and light an extra candle for me in church.
Always do. God bless you, Margot, and the entire family. Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.